welcome back to this coda. So, I got Decker back, whether it was by fortune or misfortune, that the game just gives me back my old character if I lose him. So maybe it's just meant to be that I just keep Decker. I'm gonna try to toss him and get another agent, another detention center, and if that agent at the next detention center is Decker again, I'll at that point just max out his skills. But here's hoping that that's not the case, and that maybe there was just a higher percentage chance that I just get an agent that I lost, but still have a just some probability that another agent comes along. In any case, so it looks like basically my skills are maxed except for their strength, and this time I'm gonna have to spend 2,700 to max 3 strength. Yeah, whatever. So there's a server farm here, but I'm fine with my programs for the most part. I actually am thinking about going to one of these cybernetics labs to open up the possibility of me having more augment slots, and in order for me to, and I'll bring along this Vault access card in case I can use it to unlock some doors to increase my augment slots even more. At this point, day 6, I am pretty well equipped. I am pretty well, I still could use a little more equipment, but I'm pretty well off. So I'm just gonna pick the missions that are kind of farther away to actually increment this to day 20. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this Sankaku Cybernetics Lab, I think. Yeah, I think that is the most reasonable choice, actually.
The corporations make a brisk...
Well, not the most reasonable, but it's a reasonable choice. It is Sankaku, so as long as I can get my power sorted out, I should be able to hack the... That is kind of a bummer. If I were... What did he just say? Oh, look at all that inventory space. And she probably has more, right? She has level 2 right there. Oracle cost me 2 power. Alright, fuck. Alright, as long as I can get my portable server down, I should be fine. I hear something in this room. I am going to spend an action point peeking here.
Look at those augment grafters. People who aren't us pay top dollar for time on those bad boys.
A null drone. Armor level 1. Wait. What? I actually sold my EMP, so I don't have any... Is this guy EMP vulnerable at all? KO immune. Local scanner. Controllable. He's basically just controllable. Interesting, interesting. I don't think I've seen one of these guys before. And these won't be hackable until I actually get control over it. Maybe I should not have sold that EMP. I think I would agree that that is something I would like this game. And he's freaking stationary. Alright. So I can't open this door unless I actually want him to go here and actually scan this room. I could try to hack him. I don't have enough power to even do this. Like, this would cost me 3 to use Hunter on this thing, then yeah, that's not gonna be doable. I think, yeah. Are you serious? Wow. And this is magnetically reinforced. I was really hoping there was a pathway to enter this room from the side and then like go behind him, but that is not to be. What can I do here to distract him? He doesn't hear sound, so I can't ping him off this spot. I could open the door and then go into this room. Alright. Even though this is VMP reinforced, I can knock out 2 of the levels on it. I wish I did have a buster chip. Just haven't gotten it yet. And I'll have her scoot over. Maybe I want her to scoot over here first. Like, let me think. So this guy's stationary. There's no entrance that I can tell that would make someone cross through here unless there's another drone in this room. That's really unlikely. So therefore, I think I can probably set my server somewhere in this room. I'll move her first. I was really hoping to be able to move international, because once she moves she can like detect more stuff. More electronics. But be that as it may. Alright, so there's something there. If I use stem here, I can break this another 2 off here. The question is whether I want to do that right now. It might be that I want to stem next turn, so that I can stem, or I can use my attack, stem, use my attack again, and then move. Because if I stem now and attack, I still wouldn't be able to break this. I hope that made sense. The other unfortunate part is I can't even use Hunter on this thing right now, although I could put a parasite in it. Could put a parasite in it and wait for a few turns. Like 6 turns. I think that's what I'll have to do. Like I don't see any other ways to control this, and I need to be able to get in here to get more augment slots. Need be kind of do I want to stem here and possibly go into this area this turn, or just wait in front of the door here? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and move over here. Drop down my server as close as I can. Let's see. Well, since I'm pretty sure the level this is kind of one end of the level. I don't want to make it so close, so hard to pick up, so probably over in this side actually is where I'm going to drop down my portable server so I can pick it up on the way. Alright, still haven't detected any other electronics, and I think this is okay. I could have dropped it right here actually, probably would have been better, since if a guard comes through this thing they'll definitely see it here. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, why don't she move out of the way so that International can move slightly closer? Or just her move 1 and then International can move 1 closer. Yeah. Alright, so there's really no electronics. There's still another camera somewhere in this facility. I could technically open this door and lead this thing over to here. Is that something I want to do? Probably not. I don't think this thing gets affected by this EMP. Yeah, this shock trap. Didn't hear any movement, so it's pretty safe there. Okay, there's a diagnostic panel. Not sure what that does. I don't hear anything here, but I pretty much have to open this thing. There's a chance someone sees me if I just move there.
What have we here? Looks like they're in the middle of stripping down this drone for its black box. Whatever it's seen, it must be important. It would be better, operator, if we had that drone instead.
What is this? This looks like there's nothing in this room. What? Alright. Fuck. So there's a door, like, in one of these spots here that actually lead to the rest of the facility. Looks like I actually went the wrong way. Okay, so how does that affect things? That means that I basically need to go through this guy on this side. Which means I'm pretty much forced to open this door, which means that this guy will be moving into this thing next turn. So Decker will if I were to attack using this stim, attack using this again, cloak, move into this room. This guy goes here. I'm going to... I could lockpick on... No, probably I want to hunter this thing. Because the parasite will activate even if I use EMP on it. So if I hunter it, then I'm down to 2 power. I can't lockpick. I think huntering here that makes the most sense. Alright, so he's gonna stim himself. All for 200 credits. So, yeah. Yep, there's the doorway to the other area. Does it make sense for me to even try? You know what I should do? I might have wanted to have given my pass. Who has the pass card? She has a pass card. I might want to given her that pass card to another person, to him. Alright, he's just gonna go straight through here. Level 5. Holy bejeebus. Okay. She should be able to... Oh gosh. I don't know that she'd be able to get to this power this turn. I do have another turn of... this cloak. The other issue is I can't actually start breaking this thing down. I might have sold off too many items. Like even a buster chip right here would be super strong. This is so horrible. Okay. She needs to be like... I'm pretty sure she'd be able to get it. I think it's 8 tiles, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She was barely not able to register it from here. And she's barely not able to register it from here. How worth... Like, I'm even thinking about, like, stimming her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this thing would be here. No, I guess he'd just go here. Would he open the door? I think he would open the door. I'm not sure. So I could cloak another dude to come through here. Unfortunately, so what would happen here? I cloak her and I move her over here. And then I have him go here, open the door, close the door, and then this guy's gonna go here and scan. If he scans from here, he actually would detect this guy. Wait, what's the range of his detection? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So from here, does he detect that thing? 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, I don't think he'd detect this thing. So he goes here, scans. So me standing there would be okay. Is that worth it? I could also just get... No, that's not worth it. That's definitely bad. Magnetically reinforce this wall. I'm not sure this is worth it to try to do that rescue. As gung-ho as I am about getting everything in these missions, some things are really hard. Some side missions are really hard. So the question also becomes, if I were to cloak, how far would I be able to get? Like, I could cut to here, but would I even be able to get these things hacked next turn? Chances are actually pretty slim of that happening. I think it might be worth it just to stem her. And where's my other stem? What? Do I only have one stem? Yeah, actually, I think it might be worth it just to stem her to get to this power. Alright, I'm gonna give her the cloak for now. Okay, I can't do anything to that. I could put a hack on this. That'll cost me 3. And it'll take me a few turns to break it. Do I want this guy to actually come back next turn? Okay, that's probably worth it. It's definitely going to be there for at least 2 turns. And I'm going to just move this guy over here. That guy might be there for a while. And stay on this side. Oh, you know what? I probably need to put another parasite on this thing. This is gonna be 4. But then that's still smaller than the lockpick. It's gonna take a while though. Yeah, everything's gonna take a while. I don't know about that last one. Maybe I shouldn't have even tried for this thing. I'll stay on that thing. That's a pretty large scan radius, to be honest. And he does open the door. Okay. You know what? I should have... a flurry gun would have done awesome. Oh well, whatever.
Did you see that?
Shit. Flurry gun would have done tremendously well. What's the vision on these guys? Alright, I had a number of times when I could have gotten a flurry gun. Alright, whatever. Not gonna live in the past. I could go ahead and go steal from him and then move over to the side, but I'm kind of in danger of losing cloak and running out of action points. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move directly to this side. EMP pack, okay. Even though I can't use it since I have no hacking skill. Oh gosh, you're level 2. Okay, so this guy is almost certainly stationary. I know this because he's facing this way and the door was not open. So I can actually move here and just kill him, removing my cloak obviously. But not in broad daylight, I assume. So what I can do is I can break this thing and then kill it. And I think this is kind of forced. I don't know that there's any way of just avoiding this conflict. These guys have positioning that makes me very much doubt that they walk through this area. So I think this is fine to kill this thing right here. I mean, I guess the other thing I could do is I can move here, open the door, and like get into here. But that also raises the issue of possibly not being able to hide here. So many bad choices and not a ton of good ones. Okay, so this thing's gonna be there for a couple turns. Yeah. I guess the other option was to possibly control this thing and move it over here, I guess. No, I'm gonna be efficient with my time here. I can go here, open the door, and then peek, and then come back here as well. If I were to do that, 1, 2, open the door, peek, and then come back here, I still can do that before doing this movement, before losing my cloak. So 4, this is 1 action point. Alright, awesome. Stolen from these two guys already. And hide. Alright, so hopefully these guys don't actually go in this room. Again, I'm pretty sure that they don't. Although once this thing goes to 1, it might change their pathing. With regards to the rest of this is kind of deadlocked. I can't really do anything in this area. It's actually a good thing that this guy was here because I wouldn't have been able to cross this pathway otherwise. This is pretty sure it kills me. I haven't found the grid that actually deactivates it either. So I was supposed to have gone through here and somehow gone through here, yeah. And this was the grid. Okay. Yeah, so what can I do here? I can open this door and lead this thing further into here. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy a flurry gun. This is annoying. Now, out of all my playthroughs with the flurry gun on the last set of missions, I never had it one time when I said, okay, I'm gonna use my flurry gun to kill this null drone, I don't think. Okay. Enough ranting. I guess it makes no sense for this guy to just be here. He might as well just get on top of this thing. Pretend to be useful. Yeah, I can't do anything. I could possibly ping, I suppose. That's no bueno. I'm not gonna tag him. I'm not gonna run. I think I'm done.
Looking around, guess it was nothing.
Must be imagining things.
Alright, there's some other drones on this side. This thing's another 3 more turns. Oh. And then I forgot to actually break these. Oh, I didn't have enough power anyways, right? I had 4 power and I need 5 to break this using lockpick. Yeah. This portable server is like really carrying its weight here. Carrying me through this mission. So right here, again, I could close this door and force it to come this way. Could also cloak. I'm not going to do any of those things. I think I'm just going to I could lockpick this thing immediately, just to hack. Alright, why don't I just move on onto this side first. Fortunately, gonna open the Pandora's box here. There could be a overkill camera here, but I'm gonna peek. There is not. So here's the thing, I can get into this room quite easily. I have a very high suspicion, since this guy was here and this guy was here, that they entered through this room. And the question is where they stand after they enter into this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy I assume is actually going to be either here. He should move all the way here. So if... yeah. This is not going to be safe if I open the door and alert something, so I'm going to peek at this one. Yep, would not be safe. I mean, I guess I could have opened this door here and then run back here, and then it wouldn't have been safe for me to and then it wouldn't have been safe for me to be here in case that one of these guards actually come back through here, especially with no cloak at the moment. So I'm probably gonna end my turn here. There's a 2 power there. And use my 1 semi-free lockpick on that thing this turn. Yeah. I could technically also move this guy to over here and tag this thing. But then I'm pretty sure I know exactly where he's going to be. He's going to be right where he is. deactivated drone free. Okay, well, can't actually be here. And I'm not gonna close this door. Might as well be slightly closer to the action. Have to be careful there. Alright, I think that's about it I can do. I'm not gonna lockpick or camera. I wonder if it's better to try to use Oracle on getting these. Eh. Alright. Yeah, they entered the room as I expected. And I assume this guy goes to this door. Or possibly, I guess, like one... I guess he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He could end up there. Say what? Yeah, okay, he ends up there. He ends up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, that's right. So memorizing these positions, he ends up right in front of the door. He ends up right in front of the door. He ends up to the side of the door, side of this desk, standing in front of the panel, and then 2 spots behind the panel. Okay, that is fine. Okay. At this point, I could use my lockpick to break this thing or break this thing. I think breaking this thing makes the most sense, since I can then immediately go into this room or start putting parasites on these. I would need to go into this room and immediately start doing stuff. Alternative, I can break this thing right now and then start getting this drone hacked and moving along. But I think this is slightly more important. This is actually you want to do whatever is the limiting process, the slow reaction, and this thing is basically going to be the slow reaction within this level, I think. So I'm going to not wait 2 more turns for that thing to hack. So now that that thing's done, okay, this is still tough. I don't necessarily need to. Technically, I don't need to get either of these up and going immediately. Like, if I were to get both these augments, it would be this one. Even if I get this one super fast, this one has to be waited upon. So there's no real point in immediately hacking this thing and then waiting next return for this thing. I might as well try to get this thing hacked faster. Again, you work based off of your limiting factors, and the limiting factor here is this one. But maybe I can get some more power immediately right here. I think I might have taken the wrong step. Can I get power right here? I could peek right here. The reason why I peek here, because sometimes the extra stuff inside these vaults are not extra slots, but the augment remover. Augment drill. Yeah, so this is what I wanted on my last set of missions. On my last endless run, I wanted something that could remove augments that were kind of impeding things, but that's not what I want to use my card on. I don't want to drill. So I'm going to go to the side here and not be in range of this thing. Great. Awesome. Okay. What else can I do with my time? I can hack one of these two. This thing's gonna take 2 turns, so I might as well not hack this thing immediately. I could hack this thing again, in which case this thing's gonna be, I'm gonna be down to, it's gonna give me back 1 power, so I'm gonna be down to 4 power. Next turn I'm gonna be up to 5, 6 power. That's still not gonna be enough. 6 power, that might be enough for me to actually use Hunter, but then not be able to do anything on it. Okay. It actually might make sense for me to put a Parasite on this thing right now, because I need a lot of, I'm not going to lock, yeah, I'm going to eventually need to use Parasite on this thing anyways. I could also put a Parasite on this thing and just wait for the 2 turns for this thing to break. What would make the most sense? I think actually makes the most sense to put Parasite here. Use Lockpick on this thing. Eventually, probably use Lockpick on this thing as well. Hunter in this thing. Yeah, Parasite on this thing. So I'm not going to be able to. Can this guy even peek? No, he cannot. I'm not going to be able to do anything else this turn. And that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and get on top of this thing. This thing needs to be, someone needs to camp it, because I only get, how many turns of, I only get 1 turn of control over it. Alright. Still nothing. And I think that's it. I guess I might as well peek and see what this happens to this guy. Okay, he has only 6 movements, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Yeah, he's pretty much has to be there. And he does a local scanner return. Maybe. Kind of scary. Well, this guy almost certainly needs to start being careful around 3 different guards, whereas he has no actual weapon that will deal with them. This is actually unfortunate. This guy could technically go to here. I can also distract these guys by opening this door. This guy also can be distracted possibly by opening this door. I don't know if ping actually alerts these sound bugs either. It might. So let's go ahead and... Okay, so that guy goes that way, that's fine. That guy goes that way, that's also fine. And that guy goes that way, that is, again, fine. I'm a little surprised that he chose to go this way rather than through this door. It makes me kind of worried that he might be coming back to here. Wait, I can actually see where they're going. Okay, so this guy goes here. Oh, I should have paid more attention. I could have detected exactly where they went, which of the 2 ways these guys are going. going through to here, actually, this server needs to be redeployed. So, knowing that ahead of time, I can start moving her to get to here to redeploy. And do I want to possibly hack this using Hunter, hack this using lockpick, and then immediately like get an extra augment right now? Or what, I guess. Like, I could hack this thing, I could hunter this thing, but again, huntering this thing doesn't really allow me to do anything immediately, and I could just wait for a hunter. The only thing good about huntering immediately here is to be able to possibly use hunter again immediately within 3 turns. But there's a lot of benefits to just lockpicking this thing immediately and starting putting one of my agents to get the extra augment slot. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, a salary trip. Penetration scanner, that's useless. I'm gonna go ahead and knock myself out.
Mainframe devices rebooted.
Huh. Oh, totally forgot that
Head
happened.
office is catching on to us. Several devices have been remotely rebooted. I hope we don't run out of power.
I actually totally forgot that occurred. Yeah. Nothing that would cause me to die immediately. At least these things weren't already hacked, so yeah, it's a good thing I did that now. Since one of these probably would have been rebooted. On the downside though, even one on these guys is quite the pain. Okay, what I think I can do here is I can scoot over closer to get power. No, that really sucks. I think I'm like 1 step away. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, how do I not have range for this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe it has 6 range. Alright, so she's just gonna start moving back to here, getting this thing redeployed as soon as possible. Once you pick this up, it goes on cooldown for 2 turns, and then you can redeploy it. I wonder if there's a way for me like distract them from. This is just. If only I deployed it here, I guess. Well, I did my best to try to deploy it in the spot where I thought would be good. This is gonna be a pain. Okay, well at least I'm not caught within this room while this goes off. Alright, I'm just gonna stay here out in the open. There's a chance that this thing comes through here. I could actually use Hunter on this thing right now still. So if I wait next turn, this thing's going to go down to 0. I'm going to have only this for the parasite on this thing. And then I could possibly hack this for 3 for an additional turn. After an additional turn. Hacking this thing for 5 is just the same as using lockpick right now. But then lockpick right now would also bring back 1 power, since I get 1 from Prism's augment. So this is basically costing me 4 power to break this thing this turn. Next turn I'm gonna get 2 power from here, but then have to break this thing. Yeah, this is 4 right now. Alternatively, this thing costs. Yeah. Wait, that thing was the full 5. Why didn't I get in the back for that? Alright, I guess that's a mistake. What did I just see there? Okay, I saw a save. Alright, so I went down to 3. Huh. That's odd that I didn't get... I don't feel like I got power from her thing. I wonder if I only get power from this thing if she is actually, like, up. That's that's kind of amazing. Yeah, I think because she's down, I don't get power. Because I was at 3, I got 2 power from the server. Yeah, that must be the case. I guess that makes sense. I mean, if the agent's been captured, you really don't deserve to get the bonuses of their augments. Okay, the downside here is actually... Okay, so I know that he goes to this side. So I'm pretty sure... And this guy's in here. Based on noise, and obviously I have full vision here. I should memorize their locations. I think they're here. Yeah, that was a slight miscalculation, but honestly something new I learned. Here, what am I gonna do? I think I probably want to actually use Hunter on this thing right now. Because next turn I want to use Lockpick on this thing immediately, just break it. Next turn armor will be enforced. Yeah, I want to just break that thing right now. It's too bad, I actually lost out like on 3 power because she's knocked out at the moment. If I could, I probably would have actually had her get knocked out and have her be the one that moves back with this thing. 3 power is an awful lot at the moment to not be able to have. So I don't know exactly where he went. Like he obviously went... Oh no, I know he's going that way, so yeah. Alright, sweet. There wasn't any reinforcement on that thing. Gonna go ahead and move to the side, open the door, peek inside. 3 power. You know, it might be worth it for me to actually just go and get this power by myself without getting her Air National. Now that I think about it, I probably actually should have used her as my kind of scout so that I could actually get more power. Oh well. Yeah, 3 power is actually... I am desperate enough to get it. Okay, so this thing's done. If I were to actually start this up...
Those components are too delicate for field work. The tools we need are on the jet. If possible, hijack that drone and bring it to the transporter.
You know, on second thought, this guy is actually probably going to be almost impossible for me to get all the way to I guess this is not that far away. Still though, I don't have a lot of immediate ways to hack him, and he does have 3. He does need to get hacked like 3 firewalls every 2 turns, every 3 turns. And if anyone sees him while KO'd, they turn on the hunt mode. Okay, so these guys I expect are like right, worst case they're right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Worst case, they don't actually finish their movement. So I could pick this up. Again, I'm a little hesitant to pick this thing up. Can I wait next return before picking it up? Yeah. So I don't get power next turn, but I get the power of the following turn. Man, this is just bad news. Yeah, this guy going through here is just sad. Yeah, I'll pick this up and no power next turn. But I should get some next turn, or in a couple turns. I still should be able to use like lockpick next turn to break down this thing. And I should be able to get some power there. Yeah. I guess that's pretty much it. I already operated this device, so I might as well. Can't run here, there's a noise trap, so. Start moving to this area.
Investigating.
What is this? My agent's still KO'd. Oh my gosh. Wow. That mistake actually might have ruined this gameplay. So the issue is this thing woke up before my agent woke up. So I thought my agent was actually pinning it while they were down, but that's not the case. Now my agent's being currently pinned down by this guy. Oh gosh. That's really, really bad. That's really, really bad. She does have a cloaking rig. I wonder if I like screwed this up irreparably. fundamental mistakes here. Hey, where's the big dude? He's like in this room. That's some really fundamental mistakes right there. This guy is 6 up. Yeah, I just assumed that because I was my body was on top of his body, that my body was like keeping him pinned. Okay, so this might be either like an impossible mission or a mission that I'm just gonna have to cut my losses on. So this guy is on the hunt, but this guy is not quite yet. I'm almost certainly gonna need to cloak here. The reason being that well, there's like no way that I can escape this search. But then the downside of me, there's several downsides. One, oh, I should have just stayed out of this room. It would not have been that hard. Again, but then if I had stayed out of this room, I think what would happen is I would have left this door open, I think. Or what it should have done was I should have stopped here, opened the door, peeked inside, kept full vision of this room, closed the door, and then this thing would have popped up. I would have noticed that he was not on top of my body. He still would have been alerted because he was like now KOing, now pinning down this agent, but anyways, if I cloak and move over to this side, they're gonna notice that and they'll go here, search this spot. He'll notice that and he'll also go here and search this spot. But that is fine. He's gonna go here and do a scan, and I think he might hit this thing. I'm not sure. He might do a scan, hit this thing, turn around. At this point, he shouldn't actually be able to see her. So she pops up, and then she pops up, and then she can do what? Whatever she's gonna do, she's gonna have to do it on her own. I should have cloaked there as well. I should have just gone this extra step on the side.
What was that? Investigating.
Well, investigate on this side of the door, please. I'm gonna go ahead and stim myself. I want to get to at least these power cells. So probably gonna need to get closer here. All right. This is now secured. Fuck me. And there's almost no way that I can get this thing back to being hacked. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. You know, who has my EMP? He has my EMP. Fuck. 13 turns of modulate. Yeah, this is so bad. Question is, do I want to try to get closer here to hack this? Alternatively, I could just move along to the side. If I open the door here, what happens? This thing might see it. I could also spend like one lockpick on this thing, plus another lockpick next turn, plus my seed next turn on this thing, and then I would be able to get this thing down to. I would be able to control this thing. I think I might need to do that. Okay, again, do I need to go here and get this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I can move back here and get it. Yeah. Yeah, that's poor movement right there. So many ways I could have done that better. I could, yeah, I'm gonna put a lockpick. And then next turn, I'm gonna put another lockpick on this thing. There's 1, 2, 3 things that's now lured. This thing's just my own fault. Oh gosh. And this guy still has movement. Let's go ahead and move on to the side. You could stem here. Yeah, it makes sense to stem here. I'd be able to get to here. The other guy was going all the way to here, and he hasn't reached that point, or else this thing would be no longer shown in yellow. Stemming there allows me to get to this thing and start a hack on that thing. Or at least even loot it. Okay, awesome. Level 2. Do I want to spend power on this thing this turn? This turn. Next thing I can probably get her to this thing, to that side. This is a fair amount of power. Fair amount of cost of power. Alright, that's fine. Nothing sees this. I say half expecting to... Alright, that's fine. How many safes have I gotten? Like... 1, 2, 3. I've gotten 3 out of the 5 saves. One utter fail. Okay, and I haven't even gotten the power supply. Is this mandatory that I get this thing? Probably not. I could put hack on this thing. It's only going to be 3. And next turn, this is going to be 1. I mean, this is only going to be 3. And next turn... Actually, I really don't plan going through this way. I do plan going through this way, so it would make more sense for me to hack this thing. The plus of hacking this thing would be I would be able to see kind of the movement of this big fella. The plus of hacking through here is I would be able to actually get through here and get this thing, so that makes sense. Hopefully I still have enough power to do the double hack on this thing, which I believe I do. Yeah, so he...
Looking around.
Yeah, he now detects this thing. Alright, that agent's finally up. Yeah, if I can get through this mission with all the absolute failures, that would be pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. That'd definitely be one of my more satisfying missions. Alright, and this thing's almost mandatory. Okay, so I can see him right now. I could tag him right now, but then I wouldn't be able to hack that. I think I'm going to start with her moving to this side and getting this power. I guess it makes slightly more sense for me to actually walk through this side, because there's actually no point in me going through this way. So this side will also be allowing me to see. There's a guy right here. Oh my gosh. Actually, this is really weird. I'd actually should be able to detect where he is. Unless he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he's like right here actually. Okay. You can feel my sense of relief as I get more power. Like, getting no ways to hack these things is kind of a deal. I'm gonna go ahead and peek here. I assume that he's gonna come back through this way, so as long as I stand on this side of the door, I should be fine. Fuck. Okay, I can peek to see where he goes next. Oh yeah, yep, that's exactly where I was planning on moving here. Next time I should be able to like steal from him. They get more armor, that's fine. Hopefully there's no camera or nothing will detect this side. Okay. Alright, this guy is not going to be able to get into this room at all. He could technically open this door and lead these guys to this side, if that's something I want him to do. But even if he does that, he has plenty of action points, so I'm going to go ahead and peek where he goes. He goes there. I don't really want him to go there. I'm going to peek where he goes. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, so here's the deal. I actually want her to at this point get to this grafter and then get herself knocked out in this grafter. I need to control this null drone during that process. So this null drone actually needs to be this null drone actually can't be here. Like, the snow drone probably has to be on this side right here, and then I have her move to this side and get on top of it. But she's gonna definitely be more careful about like getting knocked out on this side while Decker moves on top of him here. So this is gonna take a couple turns. I mean, the alternative is for my null drone to actually come to this side, or maybe this side right here. Decker go on top of it, but then there's a camera drone that's about to come through this way. So that's not gonna happen either. I'm just gonna, actually this is probably a bad spot. I assume that this guy is actually gonna come through here and move a further march over there. I could have opened this door, by the way. This guy's going back through here. I guess that's possibly fine. Better than him hunting this area, maybe. Alright, so she's about to uncloak. What do I want to do? I've already used my seed. I could put parasite on this thing. I could put a lockpick on this thing and get like one power back to just be able to see in this room. There's really no gain from seeing inside this room this turn. I guess I do get a power back. And then 2 power back next turn. Did I not get a power back? What the fuck? Alright, miscalculated that again. Alright, so as for her, I'm actually sort of wanting her to move to a spot where she can deploy the server. But I don't know if there is any spot around here that can deploy a server. Like maybe... yeah, there's actually definitely no spot here that I can deploy a server. This guy's gonna come through here, and if he goes to this side, he's definitely gonna see a server right there. If I deploy it here, that's obviously unsafe from this door. Yeah, she just can't deploy the server in this room. I'm gonna hack. I am gonna hack. I'm not sure why I don't see this guy. He did wake up. I'm not gonna hack that. That thing's on cooldown. Guess really this is the only thing. And I'm gonna move her slightly closer to this spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's actually not gonna be even able to get to that remotely. Okay, so where does she really want to stand? Then, like, definitely here, or on this side, so that she's, in case something comes through this doorway. I guess I could have put a parasite on this thing as well. Or hunter, no, that's not right. Okay, that's fine. I might be losing this. Oh, I really don't want to lose the items actually, so. I guess that's all I can really do.
Alarm level 2. Body update installed. Recommended. Local systems will be.
Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and steal from this guy. So this guy finished his search there? No. He just moved here and that took all of his movement. He's still searching there. I think I sort of want to observe his movement. He's the only one that has line of sight on him. Okay, he actually is turning around. So there's no real need for me to immediately go for him. Alright, so this thing has no protection, so I can just go here, use my EMP ability, and then get off with the loots. And next turn, possibly. Unfortunately, going here, peeking, and then I wouldn't be able to necessarily hide. I do need to hide here. So I'm just gonna move to this side. I wonder if if there was a better way. No, I don't think there was. I'm actually honestly surprised how I don't know where the location of this big ass level 3 Obaka drone is. In this next room I expect there would be the power relay. Alright, that being the case, I could have her be the one that tries to get this thing. Alternatively, I could have her like just go to this side and plant a server here and start reaping in some power. I think what I do need to do is observe this guy. Okay, so here's the deal. I could knock myself out here. What would happen is I knock myself out, he goes here. Actually, I'm kind of surprised the camera drone is not further into this room. I would expect it to have moved by now. Maybe it's just standing there waiting for me to hack it. I'm not sure. So this guy's gonna come through this area. He has 9 action points, so let's see if he can actually get to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He can't actually get there in one turn. And he's definitely not gonna be running. So what does that mean? So this thing, I think that actually means that I won't be able to just knock myself out this turn. I would need to wait an extra turn, because otherwise this thing's gonna reboot in 1 and 2, and then so next turn I'd get to here. So I knock myself out, turn over. This is gonna be at 1. I need to get there immediately, and I can't get there immediately. Yeah, so this is gonna have to wait a turn. Okay, so if that is known, technically I could maybe use this thing to see what this firewall is, so I don't have to possibly use Hunter on it. Watchdog. All guards get KO resistance of 1. Resists against KO to a minimum of 1 damage. That's not too bad, actually. Like, I'm not planning on necessarily knocking any of these guys out. And these guys already have a high amount of armor. I'm gonna be kind of in a shit show if these guys actually get in a spot where I need to knock them out anyways. So I'm okay with actually triggering this. I think. Paradox. So if I go here, grab this thing, I can also go here. Again, the cost of that is to not being able to deploy. I guess I could go here and deploy and hope that he doesn't actually get to here somehow. Okay. Where did that guard go? Like, she should be able to detect things, right?
Well, that was unexpected. See if you can use it to our advantage.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. So I got a false demon. So I actually got something that helped me. Why can't you be anything good? Buster chip. Oh my god. No, fuck. Okay, so firewalls are heavily strengthened. That's not any good. You know what? Technically I could move to this side and prepare to get this thing next turn. Like, I'll still have to be careful about him. Like, I might need to go here and then come back to here and be in this room to see where he goes. But other than that, I think that's set. There we go. And there's the drone. Okay, yep. Another watchdog on him. Yeah, he can barely not get there. So, is there any way for me to actually... Like, is he gonna come back through here immediately? Fuck. If he is, that's gonna be pretty bad news for me. Because then I would need to, I guess that's not too bad. I guess I could still be here. Okay, so he keeps on going further, that's fine. This guy could come back theoretically, so I'm gonna try to play it safe here. I'm gonna go onto this side and then loop around. Like this guy, he's standing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's no way he actually gets far enough back to be able to see through here, so I'm just gonna get to as close as I can to this side. She's gonna stay on top of the body, knock herself out. Next turn, he's gonna drag her off here and then get back on the drone. Skeletals. Yep. All right. No rebooting of systems that turn. Oh, whoops. Gonna go ahead and move to this side. Open the door. Peek. There's the cell. Alright. Gonna get this thing first.
A few more hours of juice for Incognita. Get that back to the jet operator.
Alright, so where's the closest spot I can be here? That's not safe. This is safe. This is safe. I could go here and steal, but then I could just go here and steal next turn, I think. Alternatively, I could also have her go to this side and get stuff from here and then come back. She moves here, she gets 6 action points. Like, if I wait to this thing, then the following turn, yeah. I don't know where this guy is going, unfortunately, right now. It's not too big a deal. Alright, even though this swing would start out pretty terribly, it's okay right now. The only downside, this is kind of unprotected. I can also possibly start thinking about like breaking this guy and using him as kind of a safety valve and just hacking him and then using his kill mode. So I'm actually going to start to put Parasite on him, because I do expect that if I were to break it, I should be out of this mission by the time it finishes. Giving up on this thing. And I think that is all I can really do. I could move her here, but again, I don't want to really just risk someone coming through here and seeing me. Thank you very much, good sir. Okay, so there is this downside here that I don't know exactly where this guy went. He didn't go back through here. He was here, right here. I didn't hear him run towards this area. If he had gone towards this area, let's see, he would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he'd here. Next turn I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He could technically be going into this room next turn, so I'm gonna not be anywhere close to possibly being spotted by him. I will go ahead and use Hunter on that right now. You know what? If this guy, through some miracle, actually goes towards this area, that'd be awesome. Alright, so he's gonna drag Prism off of this and then get back on this corpse. Alright, Prism's down for another turn. And I will use his peek to see how far this guy's going. Okay, this guy's going to this side. I could... he's going towards this thing, huh? Again, I could start hacking him and like hacking him to the point where I can try to control him to move towards this thing, but him getting hacked and then rebooted, it actually might be faster from him to not be hacked and just eventually meander to there, possibly. If not, then whatever. Alright, and I think I'm set from here.
I've got a down drone.
Okay, so he saw that thing. But he was already on the hunt, so whatever. No big deal. Okay, my agents are up. This guy's going this way. That is great. This guy's going towards the down drone. That's awesome as well. No big deal. I wonder if he opens the door when he gets there, though. If he does open the door, then it would be bad if I'm possibly seen at this point. Everything around him has sound. It might be worth it for me to try to use a ping to see whether or not ping actually affects these sound bugs. Because I actually don't know if sound bugs are affected by the ping sound. So yeah, he's gonna go here. I assume that he's gonna actually open the door when he does the search. I assume. So what does that mean? So this thing's gonna wake up. I'm gonna move here. And she's gonna move. I think this spot is actually fair. This thing has cover from this side, so this thing should be fair. This thing should be safe. And as for him, if I hack these two sound bugs, I would be able to get alerted by this sound bug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder what the range of sound bugs are. Obviously I can't get there. I think this thing's gonna wake up. It's not gonna do immediate scan, so I'm just gonna mosey on that side. And I think it makes the most sense for me to use lockpick on these two. I get one back from there. Next turn I'll just use lockpick on this thing if necessary. Alright, so she's gonna go here and pick this thing up. Actually, which one has more action points at the moment? Oh yeah, she definitely has more action points. She's not gonna be afraid of him looking this way, so just gonna go straight for it. Shortest path. And I think if I hack this thing, possibly hack that thing next turn. Oh, you know what? I sort of want to see where this guy goes. Holy mama. This thing's doorway's open, so I have to be careful. He doesn't see him at the moment, but he very well could if I step even one step closer here. I might need to hack that guy next turn.
Investigating area.
Alright, yeah, that's a good thing I didn't stand like right here.
Alarm level 3. Fire levels increased. Data security enhanced.
Wait, are they all on... What is this guy? Oh, this guy saw this thing. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first off hack this guy. This guy's a little too scary. At that point I can move him over here and close this door. I only have him controlled for 1 turn. You know what? I think I can just shoot. Whoa, not kill. Just calm down. I'm gonna shoot this biogenic dart gun, and then move everything to the side. And before I do that, I might as well disable his heart monitor so this doesn't trigger an alarm raise. Okay, now these guys can freely go to this side. Alright, this girl has the most action points. She can get all the way to the top of the body. Pretty sweet. Gonna move. You know, I actually want to try to steal from him. I haven't stolen from him yet. Maybe I can stem her. And obviously put paralyze your dose on this body. Oh, I should have closed that door. Oh, fuck me. If he goes this way... Alright. Why don't I give her... transfer some cloaks here. In case of emergency. Transfer this cloak to her. I don't plan on leaving this guy behind this turn, so transfer this cloak. Oh, fuck me. Transfer the stem then. Alright, hopefully he just doesn't get caught in this one motion. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Decker, go and get your stem. Let's see if we can steal anything. Steal full power. Well, not the cleanest of missions. Didn't get my other drone to get the side mission, but otherwise actually a pretty full run.
Nothing like a little self-improvement session to make our task a bit easier. Nice work.
Thank you, Sandra. Alright. Not bad. Definitely some mistakes, but I learned some things. And I do now have these gel injectors, which are pretty good since I've had yet to actually get to alarm level 3, which is at which point it's break even. So I probably will put it on her, and then she'll be comfortably along with him, having a lot of action points. Alright, still day 6. Next time, looks like I'll probably head to, I think, this other Cybernetics lab, to be honest. Just get more augment slots and hopefully be able to upgrade my characters that way. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.